I don't even like beer. Now, I never thought that I would start a stream by saying, man, I don't even like beer. But I have now. So we can cross that off the bingo card. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. So today, we're doing something a little bit different. Today, I've got this Treant character, and I am working on it. And it's cool. Do you want to see it? I'll show it to you. It's not fully working right now, and the demo scene is not set up. But I'm making this demo scene better, and you'll see over here things getting populated automatically on the right. Oh, look at all that. That's fancy. The downside is I need to figure out why the hell this is happening. But maybe later. And apparently I haven't made the animations loop yet. But look at that character. That's cool, right? Looks pretty Treant-y, I suppose. So I'll give you a quick demo of what it is here. We got a couple texture sets, as per usual. And I was thinking about this. I was thinking this one's cool. I was thinking, the reality is that you can do a lot more with these. That I don't know if I always don't know how much I want to do in the demo scene, because a lot of times in the demo scene, like you can change the colors just by adding some overlay. You can change the color of the. Oh, I should show the limbs instead. You can change the color of the within reason, because it starts out a little red, so it doesn't actually go yellow because it starts out red. But within reason, you can change the color of that stuff without even using a shader. With a shader, you could do even more. But I always am unsure. I can't say that word, the bull. I can't say it. You cannot make me say that word. It would be a bad idea. What I'm saying is that if I said it, then you know exactly what would happen. No, so I'm looking for it right now. Where is it? Oh, yeah. You know that you should not make me say algorithm, because if you make me say algorithm, then algorithm will show up on the stream. So don't make me say algorithm. All right, that's that. That was fun. Glad we all enjoyed that moment of brevity and lightheartedness in a world of change and viruses. So this is the tree, and we got those cool textures. What else do we have? We have blend shapes. I made a skinny version so people could see it, because the Treant looks cool, and Katie did a phenomenal job as always on the animations and the blend shapes. The blend shapes look really cool. And the animations, there are a shit ton of animations, way more than we usually do, so we'll see how people like that. I also made a fat version so people can see what it's like when it's just fat. And then there is, of course, the randomized version. So everything's being randomized. So you're going to get a mixture of both fat and skinny here. It is somewhat clamped. It could go fatter, could go skinnier. Oh, that's a bad combination. There are 2 sliders for the arms and 2 for the legs for size, and then muscles. And, her interpretation of the muscles, which is fine. But if you combine the 2 together, you can get that look, which is probably not what you're looking for. But you can also turn off one of them for the randomization so that doesn't happen. And I might do that for this demo so that people don't get confused. But yeah, there's a lot you can do with this. Look at that. And then, of course, the super random. So you can kind of get a sense there of all these different looks you can get out of it. I particularly like the head, by the way. Let's do the reset. Where's the reset? There's the reset. The head size here, where you can just make the head big and small. That is one I particularly like, because I think it looks good both ways, and that's always fun. And then I also like the spikes, of course. Everyone likes being able to make the spikes big and make them go away, so you can make a boss one and a not boss one and all that stuff. So, and then the shoulder size is really cool too, especially since it's got these holes in it. So Yeah, and this one, I kind of want to set this up with real IV2 to see if how that works with a character like this. I don't know if it works with characters, skinned mesh renderers, but maybe it does. So we got all those. We got some animations. I'll show some of the animations. We got cool animations. Oh, and apparently it's going backwards, but those aren't looping yet. It's about to walk off the screen. Ooh, but we can do this. Oh, that's not rotating the right way. So yeah, there's a lot of animations, and they haven't been set up yet properly. And it's also big. It's meant to be like 2 times the size or the height of a human, maybe 12 feet, 4 meters, or 3 meters, 4 meters, something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of animations, punching, 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 and some tree poses, and some got hits. And the cool thing is, there's actually, wow, there are a lot of cool things. But in the animation list, which is big, and separated out for easier install into Unreal, by the way, so that we can get this onto Unreal as well. There's a lot of different, so there's a bunch of got hits. In fact, I need to make sure I renamed these, and these are new ones, so I need to make sure that those, I fix that. But there's also things like multiple angry idle, and I've set up the animator in such a way that there's all these different sliders, and my thinking is, well, available as soon as I finish it. You know, there might be more animation issues to fix. There's always the chance for that. That's so. There's, generally speaking, when I get something in for the first time, it's going to be a few weeks still. But this one so far has been pretty good. We already got the first round of fixes through, and I think there's going to be at least one more round. But what I'm thinking is, instead of Angry Idle and Angry Idle 2, I've made a blend tree. So if you can see this here in this smaller window, make it a little bit bigger. We got this Angry Idle, and we got this Angry Idle, and now we can blend between the two and get different Angry Idols. So what I'm actually thinking would be really neat is if this was just automated and random, so that instead of an idle animation, let's look up our locomotion, instead of just one idle animation that loops back and forth and forever, every once in a while it changes, and then it'll change again, and then it'll change slightly. Maybe it changes slowly, maybe it changes a little bit, maybe it changes only every minute. Whatever you want based on the settings, it would just kind of randomize between these. Now this isn't the best example because we've got 2 angry idols and a peaceful idol, and they're kind of different. But and this is a 1D blend, and really blending all 3 of these would make a lot of sense. So I have to figure out how to do that in a 2D blend. But the concept being that, hey, if instead of throwing one animation, one idle animation, what if we did a Humberto 2 for 2? That's not bad. It's a good thing I didn't do another live stream that you couldn't make. Otherwise, I would have ruined your streak. So instead of just doing an idle animation, let's do 2 idle animations. You know, that are just slightly different, enough different that they're obviously different. And then instead of just having one or the other, you can have both at the same time, and the script will just automatically update them so that there's always different. And that means if you have then, you know, especially if you combine that with randomized entries into the idle break state, which itself is randomized, you could have 100 characters on the screen all doing slightly different things at the same time, which is cool. The other thing that I haven't built yet, I started building this aspect, but it doesn't work yet. I don't know why. I haven't looked at why, but it will work, but it doesn't yet. The other thing is these got hits. I don't know if they're different from the ones I renamed, but this one's got hit back. And Katie, the animator, I asked her to do this last minute, so she's got a couple from the front that is kind of front right, kind of front left. I think there might be a little bit too fast, so we might end up slowing them down, but we'll see how it looks in the end. But I want to build a system where if you pass in the direction of the attack, whether it's the character that attacked them or the projectile that attacked them, the got hit animation will blend between the 4 animations to give you a blended animation where they got hit from that direction. And you don't have to worry about calling the right direction because the script will do that for you. You just tell it, give me the direction of the attack. I know where I am because the script will be on the character here that's being hit, and then it will call the right one. So that's something I haven't built out yet, but I want to test that. It has trigonometry, so it's probably going to be a pain in the ass for me. But yeah, I think with the math from the arrow stuff, I think it should be easy enough, and it should look really cool enough. And I actually was thinking about that with the goblins because I kept seeing them getting hit from the back and then doing a reaction as if they got hit from the front. And I was thinking, well, we need got hit from the back and got hit from the 2 side animations. And I thought, but that's still going to be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna have to do all this stuff. And so I realized that what I really need to do is code a system that just automatically does it for me, so I never ever have to do it again. That's it. That's my story. Now I'm checking my messages because I got a little buzz in my phone. It was just a funny gif from my friend. Well, that's nice. All right. So that's that. So I just want to build this scene out, and maybe you can help me because I was doing this earlier and it fucking just pissed me off. I hate working on the UI system. I really do. And the reason why is because it doesn't make any sense to me. It makes no sense. So I've got this where do I have it? I've got it somewhere. I've got this right here. It's an empty panel, which is not very impressive right now. But if I throw stuff into it, it can become much more impressive. And here's the problem. I've got this. Oh, I need to make this not. Hold on. Let me just fix this. I just need to unpack this. Unpack. And then save that. And then delete this because this is the old one. I don't need that. All right. So I've got this float slider panel. And I bring this up here. And it looks good. It's in the middle, and that's weird. I want it to be on the top. We can figure that one out. But it looks good, and if I bring in a second and a third and a fourth, they match. They line up. And then if I bring in one of these, and I can do that, and and I can duplicate those, and they match. So everything kind of looks fine and dandy, and that's fine. And they'll populate their own stuff, and it'll be magic, and it'll work. But as you saw when I press play, and it does this, it does not look like that at all. It looks like the buttons are fine, but the well, now it just didn't show up at all because I'm missing apparently I'm missing that, which, well, maybe that was my problem. Did I just have the wrong? Maybe I just had the wrong prefab. It's just classic me, but we'll see. So if this fixes it, then I guess I could have done this 2 hours ago. Instead, I played Hearthstone and totally won Battlegrounds because that's the only thing I do in Hearthstone. Let's see. Did it work? Did it work? Did it work? It did. Okay, well, screw that. Well, that solves that problem. Chalk one up to the thing. So here's these buttons. Whoa. So there, I need to loop the animations. We should do that. But I did this because, hey. Oh, and I need to, apparently if I click the buttons, I can, yeah, so I need to make the size of that slider different, I think. Yeah, the idea was, I used to always set these demo scenes up for each character just manually, and it's fine. It doesn't take that long. But Jason Story put a bug in my head a long time ago, like a year ago. Like, you could probably automate this, and I was like, yeah, I know, but you know, the time it would take to automate it, you know. Hey, that's not cool. Where's the slide area? The slide area is only right here, so how come it was clickable? I should move these buttons out. That's what I should do. Open the prefab. All right, if I move these buttons out and move the title out, maybe that will solve all of my problems in life. All of them. Yeah, and so the idea is I like the buttons because if I've got walk back, idle, and walk forward, it's very hard to get to the middle, which is idle with the slider. So I have the button so that I can just pause the character. But in some of these cases, there might be more animations, like 4 animations, in which case you need the 33 and the 66, or 5 animations, in which case you need 25, 5, 20, yeah, 75. So this can now fit 3, 4, or 5 animations, and 2 because you can just go back and forth. That's easy enough, without having to fiddle with the slider necessarily. That's why I chose these 5 values right here. All right, so that fixed that. So let us do next. By the way, thank you for coming to the stream. I hope you enjoy it, and feel free to give it a thumbs up if you feel like it, and subscribe if you feel like it, and hit that bell icon. Have to do that. That's required. The rest are if you feel like it, but that one's definitely required. And let me know in the chat if you have any questions or anything as I bumble along and make this set up. And we can see how the sausage is made, as it were. All right, animations. And you're going to go through and see all the stuff that I do. Errors found while importing rig. Oh, is it a humanoid? That's neat. Interesting. That's probably okay. A lot of these can be ignored, but what can you do? And let's see. Okay, so we need to do our looped ones. And I guess we actually need to also make sure that these stay in the straight way. So animation, these settings always annoy me too because they can be confusing. But clearly this one is, that one's actually okay. It does kind of move off to the side. I wonder if we can lock that. Nah, that doesn't work. That one's fine, probably. Revert. So what we really want to see is that this arrow kind of starts and stops in the same spot. That's the thing. For this one, we're going to loop it. And for something like this, you want to see that it's not traveling over time. That's another important thing. You can speed it up and see if you want to. Okay. Apparently I'm going to need to apply for each one. That's, I guess, makes sense. In the past, we always had the animations all on the character, which years ago, probably on the forums, somebody told me that that's the way you do it in Unity. It's better. Turns out there's no reason to do it like that. It's not better. It's the same. Unity treats it the same either way. It just makes it hard to get set up in Unreal. So that's been a challenge for us. Eventually, I'll probably have somebody just go through and re-export all the animations like this for all the characters, just to make it simpler. So this shouldn't be looped. I mean, that's kind of an idle too, in a way. Ah, shucks. That's why I think he's saying, ah, shucks. Idle tired is a looped. I have a question for you, JT. That's an interesting statement you made, and I have a question. This is a serious question too, because I actually hear that from time to time, and I wonder why you think that these are above your skill set. So for this one, it's definitely moving to the side or to the corner, and you can see this double double grid there means it's moving up and down, which is a bad thing. So we want to stop that with the freeze the Y, and this one will stop by freezing the rotation, and that should stop that. There you go. So we'll apply that and come back to it just to confirm. There you go. And yes, there will be a low poly version. In fact, I'm hopeful that I can get the low poly version out fairly quick, just to keep them like so that if I get a new character out, I can get the low poly one out too pretty quick. Not right away because it does this. I need to finish this, and once I finish this, I'll release it. There's only one scenario I can think of where I would hold off on releasing characters, and that's if like I was gonna be in like a Humble Bundle or something like that again, and I wanted to make sure that there was new content for all my existing fans and customers to participate in, and then I might hold off something for a couple weeks just to make sure there's something new. Yeah. So what you're saying, the bull, is that I need more content, and I agree with you. So this is my thing about this. The way I see it, and coming from somebody who was a noob myself, there's no difference in the end between my stuff and Cinti Studio stuff in practice, in the way you use it. In fact, I would say mine's easier to use because they're already animated and rigged, and their characters aren't. Of course, I do add on these extra fun stuff, which is optional. You don't have to use any of the blend shapes. And they are high fidelity, which really doesn't matter because, you know, low poly, there's a thing with low poly. Low poly doesn't actually mean low poly these days. Low poly art style can be very not low poly and not optimized. But a long time ago, people thought low poly meant I'm working for mobile, so I have to work with low poly. And then at some point, people started thinking, well, I'm new, so I have to work with low poly or something like that, which is not true. But I understand the thinking, the thought process, but I disagree with it. But I do hear it from time to time. I hear people, I get an email saying, oh, I love your stuff, but I'm working on mobile, so I can't use it. I'm like, what about the barbariangame.com? That was all my stuff in 2015. And if it worked on 2015 mobile, it's definitely going to work on 2024 mobile when your game actually comes out. Because it takes like, 2 years to make a game or something. Yeah, so this is an idle, so it needs to be looped. So did you see that? This is another interesting thing. I'm not sure how I'm going to have to... I might have a toggle to turn idle on, or the block on and off, and then you can do the hits to show the got hit when this is from behind and this is from the front, I think. I'm not sure. But it's not a loop, so that little blip right there is not of an issue because that's not a loop. Alright, this one's cool. Charge. People always ask for running animations, and so we decided to give the people what they want. Let's see if that toggle worked. It did not work. So we need to offset this. I don't know what we're going to do. -5. No, +5. Too little. So it's a 7. Okay, 7.1. And we'll save that and revert and look and see if he stays on the line. I mean, he's not going to charge that long. So this looks like it's pretty straight to me. So I think that works. 7.1. And then, did it look there? He is coming up, so I think we need to click this too. Oh, there he is. There he goes. That looks more right. Alright. So 7.1 for the rotation. I think that means all of these will need that. Yeah. So 7.1, and we'll clicky that and come back to it just to make sure that actually worked. Yeah, there we go. Oh, or not. Does it? Is he in the same spot? No, he's going over that. But he's also looping, or he's not supposed to loop there. This is the loop part. We'll have to figure out a fancy way to show this animation too, especially because the scene's too small for it. But the idea is he'll charge, he'll come down, he will loop for as long as you want him to loop. Hey, look at that. He looks like he's having a good time. It's kind of fun. You could make a music video out of this. Hello, Fredo. How are you? Hi, Jack. How are you? I didn't say hi to you earlier. And Ed, too. Yeah, the style is, of course, different. That's completely user's choice. Is it going straight? The problem is he's not going straight. Oh. We'll have to test with this one. This one might take some finessing. Because now he's going straight. So if this blends to that, it should just work. Yeah. Alright. But that was a very different orientation, and so is this one. Alright, but that's when he comes out. So, alright. We'll test those out. Clap attack. He got the clap. And where's my preview? Oh, there it is. Haha, haha, haha. Clap attack. But see, even this one, its orientation is off. Clap. Clap. Good job. Good job. I'm giving you a clap. Alright. I know, I need to find a new sound person to do sound effects. Well, that's one death. He's just dead. I'm dead. Alright, that one works for now. I'm also dead, but this time I jumped back a little bit. I guess for this one it doesn't really matter if it goes straight back, but just in case, we will make it go straight back. Or give or take straight back. That's good enough, I think, for that. You know what's really cool is that sometimes you can make new animations from some of these. So that's cool. And I might show that because I think I accidentally overwrote one that I did make yesterday, and I want it back. So here's a fast walk, and I think I went the wrong way. 3.4. 3.3. 3.2 or 1. I'll just skip to 3.1. 3. I thought I tested 3 and 3 didn't work. Maybe 2.8. Maybe 2. Just go cray cray. Too much. 2.3. That looks right. Alright, we'll stick with that. Gorilla Smash Attack. Yep. all the gut hits. So these I think I just need to make sure that we keep the height right. And you know, we'll just click this just to, for all of these, just to make sure. Well, I'll have to get the low poly version out so you can do that. Yeah, I like this one. Came out well. You know what's really sad? We're too slow. I need more artists because we're too slow and we need to move faster. This one, when I looked at the textures last night or the night before after I got it in, saw that the textures were made in September of last year, which means it's taken all that time to finally get animated because we were doing other things and it was just on the list of things to do. What a shame, right? So these other gut hits are the, I think they're the same ones, but I'm going to delete them because these are the ones that I need to keep. So this is got hit right. And this is from the left. And this is back. This is front with a shake. This is front without a shake. So we'll say front 1, front 2. All right. The grab and throw attack. Classic, right? The classic grab and throw. Just like Super Mario Brothers. This is a new character, and I'll have it in my game too. This is the Treant. Treant. If a Treant doesn't go to school, they're truant. They're a truant Treant. Alright. A jog. See, we have lots of locomotions. We went a little overboard on the locomotions now. We have like 5 of them. I hope that's okay. Apply. Oops. Wrong section. That looks pretty straight. Alright, we'll go with that. Yeah, I think you can't have too many because then you have to choose from them all and work out an animation system. But I think I would agree with you by saying you can't have too many options for animations, if that makes sense. But since this is humanoid, I definitely want to see about showcasing humanoid animations and seeing how these animations work on the other characters. I have no idea how they work. His body is very different, so it might not be at all something that works. I also need to learn modern particle stuff so I can make cooler particles. That's one of the things I want to do. Peaceful idol, just a peaceful treant hanging out in the forest, waiting to go to the beach. The drift is I guess the orientation of the body, and it could be how it was animated, could be how Unity interprets how it was animated. And the motion, and it's using, you know, the root motion versus the body. stuff. Yeah. I suppose that's why these buttons are here. And you also need to figure out how to properly show the transitions too. You can go from idle to walk, really, and most of the time people don't really notice, but if you do go from idle to walk, it can be very, the interpolation between the two can be jarring, because generally speaking the legs aren't together. So, you know, we've got these ones, and this one actually, here's an example of something that, well, I mean, it's already kind of the same. If you went from this to idle, it would be just like pick up and eat. But this as a transition to walking, you know, it makes it a little. Oh, I think I just reverted. Yes, I did. All right. Transition ones are nice, but they're not always needed, and they also can slow down the change. All right. Well, this is definitely needing of a click there and a little rotation. Whoops, wrong one again. 0. Too much, I think. There we go. Punch right forward. And smack. Alright. Smash. Oh, that was small. Never mind. This one's smash. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is -30 as well. Nope, I was wrong. This one was fine. Alright, go with that. And then check this out. Mirror. Quapow! Which means we can take all 3 of these. Actually, no. We'll keep it on the same file. And rename it Punch Big Right. And make a new one. And Punch Big a Left. And this one just gets mirrored. Oh, I guess we have to copy these same things too. -30 and original. Okay. So now you can punch from the left. You can punch from the right. You can punch from wherever you want. It's a little more wonky, I think. Is it fine? Is it the same? Might be a little different because slight differences in the sides, but I think it will be correct looking. This is also -30. There's a big part of me that thinks, I don't want to do the character right now, I want to keep working on the game. Okay, yeah. Small is good. Yeah. Small is definitely good. That's advice that many people will give. And I think it's probably very good advice. Work on a small game, get it released. Technically, I did that too. I worked on smaller projects before I made the Barbarian. But I probably started making the Barbarian before I was actually ready. but what can you do? But my first game that I ever released got taken down like a month later because it turns out I had used a trademarked name. Photo Hunt is trademarked. It was a cool game, but whatever. And my second game was a kid-like game for little kids where you just count the numbers. You click the number, right number in order, and it goes away. It got bought by some people in Korea. Not a company, but users. That was the place where most people bought it. It was poorly made, but it was fun. My nephew was a baby at the time, so that was that. My third game wasn't a game. It was just an app called Something to Think About. I don't think it's on the store anymore, but it let you put quotes and type your own messages on nice backgrounds and nice font. It was ahead of its time. Oh, I made another game called Not So Simple. It was a simple looking game, but it was a puzzle game based on a classic puzzle of where you click there's just a grid of like dots, and you click one and they turn on and off, and you click one and it turns the ones top down, left and right to the opposite, and you have to turn them all one color. And I made it so that with different maps, different boards, but also up to 20 different colors, and then every game would just randomize, so it would get kind of difficult. Yeah. Those were the games I made, but only the Barbarian is around still, and really that its time is almost up. The Barbarian's time is almost up, but you know, I like it still. Alright, that'll work. Did I make this loop? I didn't make that loop. So slow walk 1 I believe doesn't work. I'm not sure if this is an extra one or something, but the animation clearly doesn't work. So this one's gonna need this, and this one's gonna need this, and let's see if that works. This is one of those animations where I might not even demo it because it's just really hard to demo it effectively in a demo scene like mine. Yeah. Yep, it was a meme generator potentially before memes were that popular. I mean, they were popular, but they weren't nearly as popular as they are now. I know, my friend always says, "Are you working on the Barbarian 2 yet?" Alright. Starl to Angry Idol. Alright, so let's look at this one, because I think, is this one that I made a different animation from? Yes. So I can make a startled animation here and duplicate this one, just call it startled. No, we're not going to use emojis. And then for this one, I'm going to cut it off right about here. So this is frame 74. This way, you can go back to idle. It'll have to interpolate. It might look a little wonky, but it should be fine. Fine enough. And so we have a new animation, just called Startled. Well, let's check it, because all of a sudden that doesn't look right. Alright, there we go. That's cool. Oof. More animations means more work. What the heck? So it is slightly off. Let's just apply and go back and watch it again. See if just toggling that did the trick. Kind of did. So this one's interesting too, because it's got the same startled animation, but then it has this. This looks like a frustration. So I'm going to make another one. We're going to call this frustrated. And this one's going to start here. This is so 86, 85, 86 to 133. We'll do 85 to 133. We'll click these buttons as well. Yeah, that's a cool one. That'll work, I think. Taunting. What does this thing even sound like? I mean, it looks like it's laughing there. The Barbarian 2, Legend of the Barbarian Stones. Yeah. I do feel like I need to throw in some barbarian references. Some of the barbarian references. And maybe even like a secret quest that you would only know how to solve if you've played the barbarian and solved one of those quests. I think that would be neat. And I just won't tell anybody about it. People just have to figure it out. I think there's going to be a fair amount of stuff in my game that I'm not going to tell anybody about, and I know that there's stuff in the game that I'm not going to tell anybody about that I'm going to tell I'm not going to tell anybody about, if that makes sense. Like, there's... Oh, I know, no, need to loop that one. This one gets looped. But this one does not. There's stuff in my game that even if you support me from the very beginning, you won't know about until you play the game. But I'm not going to tell you what it is, because that would defeat the purpose. Temper tantrum. The tree poses, Katie gave me a fair warning that he doesn't necessarily make a good tree. So, these are the tree poses. They're just static. They don't do anything. They're just posed. Doesn't make a good tree. And I agree. It doesn't make a good tree. So. We're going to call this block end. Button. Call this block end so it lines up with the other blocks. Alright, and then is it block end here? Nope, block end. Alright. Alright. Ooh, that'd be cool. That's a good idea, Brandon. For people who want to support me with all their money and their life savings, then I will definitely put you in the game. But I need to find rich people first, because I don't want to take people's money if they're not rich. But if you are rich and you want to give me money for making this game, I am all wallet. Alright, let's solve this one. Vertical attack is like a smash, but that orientation is off, so let's fix it. There we go. Negative 25 will even it out. Looks good to me. And finally, walk backwards. If I clicked all the right buttons. There's a good chance that I didn't actually click all the right buttons. And we have to come back and click more buttons. But this should be fine for now. Now let's play the scene again and see what happens. We'll make it big this time. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying them, Brandon. I appreciate that. Alright, maybe later I'll write a review. Walks, locomotion, 5. Alright, good. So this is idle. Oh, interesting. The math must be really off on this. So this is one where I have to calm myself down with my perfectionism, because it obviously is clipping and obviously is bending, but there's really no way around it for this one. So, yeah, but that right there is a snap that needs to be fixed. So we'll have to figure that one out. Ooh, squirrel attack move. What's a squirrel attack move? Alright, let me look at my animator. Locomotion. This should be 0. Oh. You know what? I see. I separated it out. So we just have... Okay. I'll call this walking or forward. And we'll call this one backwards. We'll call walk back, that's fine. This one currently only has peaceful idle. We'll have the other one at some point, but for now we'll keep that so it doesn't break. Slow walk. Oh, we're not so peaceful. Well, let me go back to the idle one. Idle style. Where'd the other ones? Did I change their name or something? I don't know. And it's gonna be 1 and automate thresholds. All right. Idle style. Okay, so we did that. Forward. And then walk style is slow walk. Slow walk 1 is the one that's we don't have yet. Okay. So let's just test this out. Ah, that's an error. So I was just about to say, it's very important when you blend between these that the legs always start on the same leg. Otherwise, you get that. Because it's blending, but the 2 legs are opposite. So that's another fix to do. In fact, I need to write this down. Let me write down in my note-taking app. Quick notes. Alright, walks, the legs don't always match. Left, right, order. Okay, and then the other thing, what was the other thing? It was the peaceful, no, slow walk 1. Slow walk 1 seems broken. Okay, we'll come back to this if there's more notes, so I remember to pass them along. Alright, so that's too bad. I was hoping that that would just work right now, but that's okay. So we got the 5 or the 4 things, and once that's working, you'll be able to blend between them all, and that'll be cool. And then walk backwards, idle, or forward. I could put all of these on 1, but I broke them up. I'm not sure why, but I did. So that's that. Creaking trees. Alright, somebody, I need to figure out how to get procedural squirrels that can crawl all around, and especially through those holes. Alright. It's true. It was a good skip animation. Actually, let's see. So jog is left forward. Oh, and it looks like... No, I did. Okay. Jog is left forward first, and I think the others are right first. No, that's left first as well. What about walk? Oh, that's left first as well. Wait a minute. Also, this is not going straight. Okay. So, let's check this out. Which one's braking? Fast walk is left first. Jog is left first. Slow walk is left first. So apparently it's charge. Is it? Wait a minute. Charge is left first. So why are we braking? Let's look at this again. What's going on? What's going on? So this is combining fast walk and walk style, which is the two walks. This is this would be just fast walk. And this is combining fast walk and jog. Alright. And fast walk and charge. Or jog and charge. So jog is the one. Alright. I'm going to try this. Let's try mirroring this one instead and seeing if that just solves it. No. That didn't solve it. Alright, well, we'll just have to figure it out. Revert. It could be something else too. There could be, let's see. Actually, yeah, let's check this out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. 1, 2. Ah, that could be it. That could be it. We just need the others to be 4 steps as well. Yeah, I think we just need the others to be 4 steps. Then charge. Okay, so that's why. The rest need to be 4 steps, or jog needs to be 2 steps. Jog needs to be 2 steps, or the rest 4. Alright, so that's a good takeaway there. Alright. Where was I? Alright. Okay, so let's try to set up the got hit. We're going to call this got hit direction. And in got hit direction, we're going to have 4 motions. What are we going to have? Where it got hit from the... I'm not sure which ones need to go where yet, so I'm going to put the left and right in the middle. We'll put the back up here and the front down here. And then one of these is the one we need to do. Alright, I think it's just this one, because we can map this X and Y to the direction, I think. So, got hit... Oh, I didn't name these. Let me name these animations. So I'm going to be streaming probably tomorrow night too. Maybe the game again, if I don't, or maybe this again. I don't know. But this weekend I'm going to visit friends, so I won't be streaming. Maybe Sunday night, depending on how I feel, if I'm not too tired. But going to be streaming. I'll do the game dev show. I might only be there for a little bit, but yeah. So heads up there if you're looking for a weekend listen to Andrew talk. You're not going to get it. Maybe Sunday night, but definitely not Saturday night. Alright, so this is 0, 0. Let's see. 1, 1. Okay, so we want front to be 0, 1. Actually, let's just 1, 1. Where is X and Y here? Oh, we can go negative? Maybe? Ah, I see. So back is going to be 0, -1. Front will be 1, 0. I see. Getting hit from the left would be -1, 0. And this would be 1, 0. Okay. So now... Okay. Bring this down, bring this up. What are my options? Compute positions. Interesting. Okay. So now if I drag this around, I see. So this is going to be, I got hit from the front right. I got hit from the back right. Ooh, that actually works. I not drag it. I want to drag it these directions. Oh, I need to get the parameters. 2 new parameters for floats. Got hit X, and we'll do got hit Y. Got hit Y. And I need to add a new thing to my script to say don't load these names, because I don't want those to load in the whole thing. And I guess since I've got front style, I'm going to change this to a blend tree and make it 1 and remove this. And this is going to be got hit front, and we're going to have 2 motions. Got hit front. Alright, I'll find it myself. Got hit, got hit, got hit. Oh, because I had the number in it. Got hit front. Got hit front 2. And the parameter here will be got hit front style. Alright, and then this parameter will be got hit X. This one will be got hit Y. Alright. And we need a new trigger. Got hit. We'll just call it got hit. And from any state to this, and set it up with a plus and a got hit. Oh, it's down here. And then from here to locomotion. Okay. Okay. And save, and let me look at my scene in my Treant and the demo. So the demo, I'm also setting it up with a common stuff, and so all the new characters will get this. I don't know if I'll ever do the old characters, because JT, it's been fun. Thank you for coming. I know I have a 7 a.m. meeting tomorrow too, which sucks. I had one today too. That's what I get for having coworkers, or my bosses in Germany, coworkers in India. The others are in Europe, except for one who's down in LA. So Either way, it means early meetings. Yeah, so I've got the demo character with the common stuff, and then I'm going to have the specific stuff here. And I think the randomize, I might change this and build that, but I haven't worked on that yet. It doesn't work, and I need to fix it. So let's see. We need a list of public string keys to exclude, and this is going to be these keys will not load in the demo scene. So if I have any keys on the animator that I don't want to show up, I'll put that there. And then for these, oh, and I can probably, I had separated these out thinking that was the cause of my woes earlier, but turns out the cause of my woes was just me not using the right prefab. So I think I can combine those again now. Actually, no, that's wrong. That's not entirely true, because I do want the floats first. So never mind. I could probably make a link thing of all those, but I don't want to do that. So, but I do want to say if parameter dot key dot name equals that, then return or continue. Or oh yeah. Yes, okay. I was doing it the wrong way. If keys exclude contains x dot parameter x equals parameter dot name. Wait. Oh. Alright, well that's that. So if it contains the parameter name, then continue. Remove if statement. Oh. Well, it shouldn't be null, but alright. So we're not going to do the ones named there. So for this one, what was it? It was got hit X, got hit Y. I don't want those, so I'm going to add those to this list. So yeah, the demos will be much cleaner now than it was. No, the dog actually went home today. Which is nice. He also scratched up my arm earlier because he saw 3 other dogs and went crazy. He goes crazy for one dog. He saw 3 and I had to hold him back. He's not very big, but his claws are super sharp. So we're going to have got hit X, got hit, oop, not hot hit, got hit Y. Alright. Any other keys I want to exclude while I've got the hood open? Yes, actually. Oh, interesting. So, yes, so I don't, no, I guess no, that's fine actually. Now that I think about it. I was thinking about these looped ones, like the block. I can include the blocked ones, so that's fine. I do think though that all these styles maybe I don't know. We'll play with it. We'll see. All right, this is fine for now. Let me save that. All right. So let's see if our updates worked. I have some spicy jalapenos, but I have no chips. Might just have to eat them by themselves later. Why is this still doing this? I thought we defaulted this. Okay, let me look at that, because that's annoying me. First, the animator. These are all 0. Oh! 0.5. Locomotion has to be 0.5. Okay. And then the button. Why is the button... Oh, the button doesn't default to 0.5. Okay. So this needs to default to 0.5 as well. Ah, that's why. 0 to 1, 0.5. Alright. Save that shiznit. Alright. Maybe later. So now let's look at that. I like the look of this one. I don't like the look of that post-processing thing going on, but I like the look of the character. Alright, let's see if this works. Aha! But he's not going fast enough. Oh, because... That's right, because walk style. Walk speed. There we go. Whoa, yeah. Look at that. He's going through everything. So I like to slow things down sometimes and look at them. See, there's a slight wobble in the walk back. Do you see that? In the left knee. Walk back. Slight wobble in left knee. That's the type of thing that I need to get fixed. Because I don't want a slight wobble in the left knee. I don't know about you, but I just don't want it. Is there a slight wobble? Yeah, there is. There's a slight wobble in the right knee, too. Okay. Both knees. Both knees. Alright. Yeah, get back to that world. Yeah, you can see it. Boom, boom. There's like... Wobble, wobble. Alright. My buttons aren't working. Some of them aren't working. Alright. So now, again, I'm looking at the loop. I just want to make sure the loop looks right. And then we have idle style here. Oh, interesting. So if you do a fast transition, it does not work right. But if you do a slow transition, it still doesn't work right. That's weird. What's going on? Let's not maximize this. Look at the animator. Idle style, 0. Oh, I wonder if my script is messing with it. I think we need a button here. Or toggle, not button, a UI toggle. And we're going to call this automate styles. And in automate styles, we're going to automate styles, and we'll make this the right font, and we'll make this the right bat, and apparently we'll make this smaller. There we go. Automate styles, Harry Styles. And if true, it means the styles will be automated. If not, they won't. So we need to hook this up with the we'll make a prefab out. Let's do it this way. Scripts, demo scripts. All right, we will do a create script. It's gonna be Infinity demo automate styles. Let that compile. Yeah, it's true. I remember the Treants in Lord of the Rings. Okay, we'll put this up here on this, and then in automate styles script we will have public Infinity demo character, and public void, or void setup, Infinity demo character, new character. We'll say character equals the character. That's the only thing we need there. The other thing we need is public void toggle automated bool value, and this is going to be character dot automate. What is my thing here? Maybe I haven't done it. Demo stuff, components, demo stuff, and we'll say header options public bool automate styles equals true, and here we'll do character automate styles equals value. I think that will work. And then for this, on value changed, oops, too many. On value changed, we'll do itself, choose our script, and say toggle automated. And then this will be populated when we populate it, and we will save this as a prefab. And then we will add this as a prefab here. Public game object automate style toggle. And move this debug, and we will say create toggle or style toggle. And we should probably do a public bool use using automated styles equals true. And instead of putting that in options, I'm going to put it in demo stuff. Whoops. Because I am. That's why. And we will copy one of these, paste it, and say create style toggle. If automate styles, then we'll do that. New toggle was instantiate, what do we call it? Automate style toggle. Oops. We don't need to change the name. we just need to do setup and pass in this. Dot. Oh, the script. I can't pass in the script, so this dot game object dot get component. Wait a minute. Animation button, wrong one. Okay. This. That should be right. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Alright, so that should bring in that first. So it'll be at the top. Ooh, beetle. See, I need procedural insects. And then that flying... the beetles can really be the bomber bugs. And then they can have, like, little mini bombs go off. Alright. Overrides, no overrides. Delete this. And let's test it out. I still don't understand why this starts in the middle. Oh, I've got a bug. Speaking of bugs. Oh, I didn't assign the prefab. I think I might want to move some of this stuff over to the demo script, so I don't have to always repopulate it, but I might do that another time. And that way it's not like on this, so that folks who are newer to Unity don't get too confused as to what all this random stuff is. That really isn't needed for the characters, meant for the scene. Alright. Do we have it working? Yes. Is it working? It is totally working. Okay, good. So, now we need to make it actually do something. Automate styles. So that's going to be on this Treant thing here, and so if we're not yeah, so if we're not automating, then we're just gonna return every single time. If we are, then we're gonna do this, but this wasn't working, so I'm not sure why. I've got debugs, but it's not doing. Let's see what it says. Reset random values now. So I got both of those spat out last time. Random value is now something, and then reset random. Reset random is supposed to bring lerp to 0, and random from where it is now, so cache that, and then wait for random seed change. We'll wait that long seconds. Random is now, so random lerp is the value it wants to go to. It's like the desired one. Oh, but this is an error. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I think I've got too many variables here. Random value. Oh, random lerp is not that. Random. Oh, random seed is where we're going to. Random seed is now random. Okay. So if random lerp means we're reset, then get a new seed. Add time. The value is between from, which we cached earlier, and to by random lerp. And then we have to set it. That's what we're not doing. We're not saying it. Animator dot set float. Oh, this is where I need to know which ones to set. So go back to my animator. I think we're going to need, I guess since this part's on the okay, yeah, so we'll do public string style keys. So these are going to be style or keys of float styles that will be automated. So we're just going to do basically one automation. They're all going to get the same value. And then here we will say, yeah, so this should probably be moved to the other one somehow. Set style value to random value, and then create that method, and for each of our key in style keys, animator dot set float key random value. That should do that. I think. So now when we press play, we should see these being all random like. Well, it's been 1.5 seconds. These didn't change, unless I just don't have the Treant selected. Okay, so those did change to the right value, but now it's been time and it hasn't reset. Why not? Wait for seconds, 1.5 seconds. It's not working at all. Alright, does anyone here understand enumerator and understand why then this is not working? This set spits out correctly. Wait for seconds, or this part does, and then we do yield wait for second, yield return new wait for seconds that long. But it never happens again. Why is that? Let's see. It starts on start, and it shouldn't ever stop. And it seems to run through only once. So even this yield return null doesn't seem to work. Like if I just do this, technically it should just spit out randomize over and over to the console. And I accidentally press play and then press stop back to back. And that time I didn't press play at all. Well, these yields are not doing anything. That's clear because that was supposed to happen, but it didn't. So I'm going to Google this one. New Unity 3D yield return null. Maybe it's because I did name of. Let's try that. I did name of because Ryder suggested it, and I thought, oh yeah, that's cool. Nope, same result. Alright, so I can do name of. I still like that book better. Is it because it's not in a loop? That could be it. So, okay, that's my guess. Okay, so while not automated styles, yield return null. Okay. And then while this is less than 1, return null. Are you on your phone, Corey? Or a tablet? Ah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. So I guess this needs to be in a while too. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to do a new private called private float random weight equals 1.5 f, or just doesn't matter. And then we will say so when we get to this here, we will say random weight equals this. Okay, no, okay. Change of plans. I think wait for seconds works. It's just I need a while, so I'm gonna do bool, and we'll say equals true, and while that, we'll do this. And then up here, set that false. Let's see if that works. Too old to squint at micro fonts. I suppose that makes sense. Actually, yes. So I got this large ish ultra wide. I forget what. It's the LG something. Hold on, let's see if this works first. Alright, well, that didn't work. This part worked. It's the LG something about this Mac. Displays. LG 39.5 inch ultra wide. And I specifically got this one because it has a higher resolution, and I wanted to better match the laptop's resolution, because I've gotten used to the high DPI, and I can't look at fonts all day that aren't high DPI. It hurts my eyes now. So that's why I got this one. Unfortunately, or fortunately, the size of the screen is substantially bigger than the laptop screen. Let me get a piece of paper out and see if I can estimate. Here's some junk mail. This is probably 8.5 by 11. So the monitor, the laptop is probably 9 inches tall, but the screen is probably 9 plus 7, 16 inches tall. So in other words, the end result is the pixels are bigger or more smaller or something. So if I want the same double DPI, everything looks bigger. The fonts look bigger. Hey, I am streaming with my biggest fan. Ha, I get it. But yes, it's somebody's AC outside. So that's funny though, Jason. I like the joke. Yeah. So Jason probably knows exactly why this isn't working. This last wait for seconds. I could set random wait to just be that, do a counter and do yield return null. But I really wanted to do wait for seconds. Let's see the example on Unity gives. Yeah, they don't do it in a while loop. So they don't do this at all. So what the heck? Technically, that tells me I don't have to do those things. I wanted to go back to the top. I wanted to just repeat this, so we'll wait for 1.5 seconds and then come back and start again. I get it now, though. This is saying it goes through in the end, so I guess I need to call it again. Start coroutine again, like this. Let's see. Oh. There we go. Now the problem is that the random seems to be very, very... Okay, it was just a lot right in the middle. But do you see what we've done here, everybody? We should slow down the loops, but now this idle is dynamic. Dynamic idling. I think I need to, however, slow down the transition. And I wonder if there's a way... I need a curve because... or something. Because since it's a random between 1 and 0 and 1 and there's 3 animations, it's going to be... Well, it's fine. Alright, it's fine. I just need to slow it down. Change speed. We'll make this 4 seconds. See what that does. It's not taking that into account. Do I have it in the script, the change speed? Change speed, change speed. I do have change speed. Oh, that's the... I need to divide by, not multiply. So it was a scope problem in the script. So what I didn't understand, because I actually have rarely ever used enumerators, they run top to bottom. I realized that when I saw, I kind of realized that, yeah, I guess I realized that at the end when I saw the other documentation, that basically start to bottom, but they end, they don't repeat. In my head, that they repeat like a coroutine repeats. So that's not the case. So I'm now just starting it again here, essentially. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And delete that. And Jason, by the way, I was telling the folks earlier that you are the reason I am going through this exercise of updating my demo scene to make it dynamic, so that things like the buttons load dynamically. Because a long time ago, like upwards of a year ago or so, you saw one of my demo scenes and were like, this could be automated, and I didn't do anything about that, but now I am. Oh. While true. So this whole thing, just say while true. While true. Yeah, see? So you do have an impact on the world. This whole time you thought nobody ever listened to you. Oh, yeah, and here I am with Obsidian up. Oh my gosh, jeez. Yeah, nobody listens to Jason's story. Actually, other people were talking about how they started using Obsidian as well. One, I think, already was using it, but I think somebody else said that they also started using it because of that. Oh, yeah. Aha. So, yeah, you're an impactful person. Alright, let's see if this works well. So I'm going to show this to Katie, and I think she's going to have some ideas. Because... I need to remove that one, but now we have... I'm going to stop the rotation. A very nice... Okay, maybe 4 seconds is too long. Plus, that was Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Oh, I guess it's 4 seconds. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do two things. First, I'm going to make this 2 seconds. And then I'm going to change the code a little bit to force it to go to the opposite side of 5. Right, yeah, because that'll increase the chance that I'll get between 0 and 25 and 75 and 1. So, instead of doing a random range here, I'm going to do a random range of... yeah, and random seed is under 0.5. We'll do a random range between 0.5 and 1. Otherwise, actually, and If it's under, then we'll do and if it's over or equal to, then we will do 0.5 or 1. Yeah, so if it's over, then we'll go 0 to 0.5. Alright, let's see if that works. That'll add some more variation, just to force it to have more movement, because without enough, I think in a real game having less movement is perfectly fine, but for this demo scene, I want to be able to say, look, it's changing. So if a random goes from, you know, yeah, if it just doesn't have much change, then it's not as fun. There we go. That's cool, right? Look at that. So it's like, I don't know what it's like. It's just dynamic. So this should go for all the other things too. So if we go walking forward, locomotion of a 1. This should be changing the walk style too, but the walk styles might be very similar, but so it might be hard to see. Walk back, there's no variation there. What were my locomotion? Idle style, walk speed, walk style is affecting. Oh, because we don't have the two different walks yet. That's why it looked the same. That makes sense now. And the others were the idle break. So let's try those. Once we can see. Yeah, so idle break. Angry idle break. So that's 1. Is this not doing its thing? Well, it's definitely rotating, and that's a bad thing. Oh. Missing. Well, let's fix that. Okay. And idle break. That's the 2. What's the difference between the 2? Oh, 1 he looks around. 1 they look around. The other they do not look around. Alright, fair enough. Then the brake looked like it was rotating, but it could be because I was pressing the button, but I just want to check. It was specifically idle brake 2. I think it was because I was pressing the button multiple times, maybe. Let's see. This isn't even a game. This is just the demo scene for this character. So this is going to be on the Asset Store. Character will also be in the game, but it's going to be on the Asset Store. And then this the scenery is on the Asset Store already. This is the Book of the Dead conversion to the standard shader by Infinity PBR, and I mean whoever made Book of the Dead. But all right, so if I press Angry Idle Break, oh yeah, that worked. So now, oh, interesting. It did seem to go to the side. I wonder who wrote the Book of Love, and I also wonder if the difference between this and this, there is no difference. So I was thinking maybe, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll just force those to stop so that it doesn't change. And let me just stop this from debugging. Alright. You know what? If you can make squares fart when they jump, that is a lot better than just making them jump. So I say, hats off to you. And isn't Mario basically a guy who farts from his feet when he runs real fast? Is he sinking lower? Well, I guess we need to click this button too. Are they not happy because of the fart or because the jump? Maybe they just don't like it when you jump. Doesn't look like he's shaking his hand like he was before. Why is this broken again? Weird. Every time I save the animation, it seems to be removed from here. I wonder why. I don't know. I don't know why. So this is cool. I think this is the next best thing that happened since I don't know what. Because the idea that now you can have all these different characters all running their own different randomizations. I mean, you could technically randomize the min and max transition. Let's just do that. Let's just go crazy here. Let's just go cray cray. And we're gonna say we're gonna min and max this. Random speed change minimum is going to be 1, maximum is going to be 3. And we're going to do a private here. Private, bool. Random seed change speed. And we'll make it 1F. 1F for now. Not bool. It's a float. And period, we can min and max that too. And we'll make this period 1.5 to 4. Make that private, and then yeah, wait for seconds, random.range, what was it called? Period min, random seed period max, and then this, no, wrong button, random.range. Look at all this random.range, this is great. Seed, spin min, random seed, change, speed max. This is even better. This is even better. So now, if I had an army of 100 of these, not only can they be randomized with their mesh morphing, not only can they be randomized with their textures, they can now also have their idols animation randomized so that no two looks alike and acts alike, and they don't all change their stuff at the same time. Oh, that's great. That's just wonderful. That is just snapdiddlyocious. Let's do 5 to 15. See how when it goes really slow. That's cool too. That slow increase is really cool too. It looks a little glitchy when it does that though, but maybe not. Maybe it's just me, or the frame rate or something. That is awesome. Awesome sauceum. Is he still sinking? Why is he still sinking? Is it because I keep pressing this? Or maybe he's not sinking. Okay. I guess I just need to let the... Oh, wait, no, that one he definitely looked like he went farther to the right. Oh, he's turning on that. This is the peaceful idle break. One of the two. Alright. So that's cool. I did not yet do the got hit from some direction. I'm getting hungry. Do I want to do that, or do I want to eat food? So the got hit from direction thing that I want to do will use that other got hit one right here. Where is it? Oh, got hit direction. We'll use this blend tree. But I need to map it to... I want to do a thing where it where when you click the button, a ball appears in a random place around him and then smashes into him. And when it smashes, that's when you see the animation. So it's not just, click a button and get a random animation. It's click a button, see a ball spawn, and then hit him, and that's when you get the animation. So I think I'm going to do that either tomorrow before the stream or tomorrow during the stream. Or maybe I'll actually do it tonight, actually. Off the stream. But I think this is going to be it for this stream. And I'm super happy with this result. And we can show the skinny one. And the fat one. Look at that. And even with these, the spikes are still randomized. Because I like that. It's super random. So you can have a whole lot of treants. That one's going to be popular. I think that one's cool. The emission is really cool. The emissive. So yeah. Aw shucks. Aw shucks. Yep. Jason doesn't sleep at normal hours. It is 5 a.m. in Ireland, I think. He might be asleep. He may have left and fallen asleep, for all we know. or taking a call with someone in the Americas. It does look like he's shrunk into the ground, though, right? Is it just me, or does it look like the Treant has shrunk? Oh, look, my fan has left. It looks like he shrunk. Okay, let's see. Let's see where he shrinks into the ground, because that's an issue to fix. Oh, it's so quiet now. I'm wondering if he's shrinking in the ground during the idle animation, actually. Yeah, I think it might be the idle animation. Let's see. Angry, idle. I feel like I don't have to talk so loud. I think I was talking really loud before, and now I don't have to talk loud. Yeah, this could be why. I should just click those. Oops. Okay. So that is why he was moving down, I believe. It was just a slow, over time move down. You're debating narrative character design in Discord. Jason, do you watch Shadversity? I feel like you'd watch Shadversity and have thoughts. I haven't watched Shadversity in a while, but I remember really liking it, and I think the castle and the one on castle design, I took note of some of the stuff in that. Yeah, alright, it's no longer syncing. That's good. So I am insanely happy with this. And I'm going to show this to Katie, and I think Katie's going to have some neat ideas, because this means with this system, I mean, yeah, it just opens up a whole slew of options when it comes to animations now. They have to be the same length, and they shouldn't be too vastly different, but they can be pretty different. Oh, this rotation's off. Gotta fix that while I'm thinking about it. That's funny. Oh yeah, the classic grab and throw. And the classic tree pose. I'm going to cut those out. Startled. Does that work? Oh, startled didn't work? Why not? Oh, maybe because I didn't reset. Startled. Yeah, it didn't have the motion in there. That came from startled, one of these two. There we go. Startled. And then, yeah, I wanted to cut out tree poses, so I'll add those to my exclude list. Tree pose 1, tree pose 1, tree pose 2, tree pose 3. You've not seen Shadversity? Oh well, let me just, for everyone's sake, now, Shad Shadiversity. Well, boob armor, but yeah, there you go. He got some cool stuff. He apparently he's an author. He's over there, I believe in England somewhere, UK something, some crap like that. Somewhere cold and wet and medieval. And he does all these cool little things. And yeah. Usually they're pretty good and interesting. Not the best always, but I like them. Yeah, anything else here? No, I think this is it. I'll do more on this later tonight, I think. But for now, I'm going to sign off and say thank you all for watching. Have a great day and night and early morning. And I'm going to stream tomorrow night too, probably. So I don't know what time, but at some time. Yeah. So thanks for watching.